and they'll tell you the same thing, bro. The only reason they have that level of intelligence when it comes to they could cut it off and they're not surrounding themselves with depression or losers is because they understand, right? They understand, right? You sit there and say, fuck, I want to be where they are. I want that fame. I want that life. But you wouldn't handle it. You couldn't handle it. For someone like me, I could. You know why? Because I look at all these other people and I could just do it like that. I could just be like, well, you want to holler me now because I have all these things. When I was next to you, you didn't even want to know my name. Now I have a name. You want to know my name. You want to eat off my name, but you couldn't accept me for who I was. So if you can't accept me at my best, then you don't deserve me. If you can't, yeah, you know what I mean, right? At my worst, you don't deserve me at my best. It's how it is. I don't even know how these sayings go, but I should. But that's the difference. If they can't accept you at your very low of lows, right? That your lowest, then they don't deserve you when you're feeling your very best. You know, they weren't there for you. They don't understand you. You know, they sit there and like, well, I was always there. No, you weren't. I couldn't even pick up a phone and point out to you who was allegedly there because no one was there. So why the fuck am I gonna go into an environment and work around a bunch of people that don't even know what they're talking about when all they essentially want to do is breed nonsense? Breathe nonsense. You don't need a vape. Breathe the fucking air, bitch. But you can't. And these are lessons I've learned over the years. I've learned never to fuck with a bitch. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. It's peak. You know, we talk about Top G. We talk about socks. We talk about levels. We talk about how he's been setting the pace for years. Obviously, I feel if I'd have come across Andrew in 2014, my life would have been different. I would have fucking left this shithole and I would have made a name for myself. I said this in 2022. I said this, I had big plans for 2023. What's happened? Right. What the fuck has happened? Right? I'm sick of all these type of people, all these rats out here talking all type of shit. They can't even back it, bro. And they're happy existing. They're happy logging in and being the type of person that all this disingenuous nonsense that they come out with, all these lies, this propaganda, right? Leeching off other people, right? And it disgusts me. Because it's the same thing that they did with me and it's arrogant and I don't believe in it. I've never been arrogant in my life. I've never been nasty to a person. I've never said, oh, you're sick for a white boy or black boy or Asian boy. I'm not racist. But they'll say that. And now they said that to me. They used to disrespect me. And it's funny I say that because they used to disrespect my name. They used to be racist, bro. They didn't like Asians. They never liked Asians. They used to fuck with each other. And then they try to drag me into their fuckery. And that's why I'm saying this. I'm saying that every school I've ever gone to, even now, I know the truth. The matrix has been exposed. It's been exposed and it's been broken down. And we know that. We know that. Do you think it's fun to be employed? I don't think it's fun to be employed. But you're going to work for somebody who doesn't have your best interest at heart, who's going to fire you when you could work for yourself and think for yourself. And you could tell yourself, I can work whenever I want. But you're not going to work whenever you want because you're going to work all the time. And you're going to prove to all these people from the past, the ones that swore at you, the ones that cut you off in a conversation, the ones that try to cancel you, the ones that try to disrespect you, mock you, slew you, call you out. All that nonsense, all that playground business, you're above them. You can afford watches. You can afford expensive cars. You can afford apartments, right? You're not going to waste all that money on a house. You're going to be smart and you're going to think about investments because that's what these people aren't doing right. They come from a small little village, like villagers, right? They believe whatever the internet tells them to, and they're like, they want us to live like this. So this is how we are going to live. If somebody is telling me what to do, I have a choice. I can either follow what that person is telling me to do, or I could just ignore it. And here's the funny thing. I was never good at taking orders as a young man. I'm gonna say I'm a young man, right? Yeah, I was a boy once. I was a boy up to 10, right? I've been exposed. I've been scarred for life. I've been mentally scarred, physically scarred. I've gone through things that no one I know has. Literally, I've been through it all. And the funny thing about this story is when I look at my life, I say I should have that money. I should have that life. That life should be mine. I say that a lot. I get angry, I get frustrated. I'm sick of putting videos on and all these guys in these adverts are saying you should be making money. You should be claiming this money. You should be doing this. Instead, I switch it off and I put the real videos on, because it's not hashtag work a 9 to 5. It's not hashtag live with the brokies. It's not hashtag be a pensioner. It's escape the fucking matrix. It's a loop, right? And it's a cycle that will never be broken. You can't break it, but you have to escape it. You have to escape that way of thinking. You have to escape that mindset, that negative mindset everybody is stuck in. Because if you can escape and think to yourself, I'm fucking done with it, you are done with it. And how better you will feel because you took my advice.